With Matt all the time.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
Okay, talking to Scott Jaime. We're at the finish of the Colorado Trail, and he just set the record at 8 days, 7 hours, 40 minutes and change. And Scott, we were talking about your favorite part of the whole thing. You mentioned the San Juans. Can you tell me that story one more time?
Sure. The San Juans have always been my favorite mountain range.
Yeah.
And we were up there at about 7:30 at night. The sun was setting.
Yeah.
The air was still. There was clouds around.
Yeah.
As the sun set, it just had sunlight coming through the clouds.
Yeah.
On high alpine tundra, and there were 4 of us, just kind of scattered about the tundra. And you know, there's just something so serene, so pure, and so natural about that. Nothing needs to be said about what that means to each of us. And so that was a very special moment.
That was being an ultra runner for you.
That was being an ultra runner, and that's what we all do it for. We look for those moments, and it doesn't get any better than that in the San Juans.
Yeah. You're the fastest guy to ever cover the Colorado Trail. You went right through the heart of Colorado. I know you're exhausted because you haven't slept since like Thursday morning. Do you feel as if you've been changed, and if so, can you describe that?
That's a great question. So this is the second time I've done the trail. And the first time I did the trail, I just did it to finish on my 40th birthday. No records were being set, but I honestly believed that the trail was going to change me. But what I learned last time is you can't change who you are, but it can help focus who you are. And what matters to you most. So while I'm out there all week long, you're totally disconnected, and you really get to refine and focus on what's important to you. And that's all this trail has really done to me. It doesn't change me, it just makes me appreciate life, family, and the things that are important to me.
Exactly. Other than the moment in the San Juans, was there a time between here and then and now when things kind of clicked for you and you thought, this is going great and it's going to happen? Is there a moment or something that happened where you'll never forget, other than
There is a moment. So I'll even take it one step back. In the middle of the week, I was shortchanged on a day. I was running the razor's edge of pure exhaustion, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, running until 11:30 at night. I had a day where I had to go 60, I only went 42, and I thought it was over. I honestly did, because I knew how far behind I was. The next day, it was a long day, and my mother-in-law surprised me with my boys. And that gave me an extra emotional spark that I needed. And my son said something very important to me. He said, "Dad, you inspire me." He's crying. He's a 14-year-old. He's crying like a baby, telling me in my ear that I inspire him. So if anything else, it made me feel responsible that I had to finish this trail, and I had to do it to the best of my ability. And that's when it clicked for me that nothing was going to change that, and I had to sacrifice everything at that point. There was no sleeping anymore. I've had 3 hours of sleep. What's today? Saturday?
Today's Saturday. You basically haven't slept since Thursday at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. And the night before that, I had 3 hours of sleep. So, but I made the commitment, and I said, I'm going to do this, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to let anything else distract my goal.
What led you to choose to do this in the first place?
To define my limits, to see what I'm capable of. It has nothing to do with anybody else but me and what I'm capable of. And I love defining that for myself, and being an example to my kids. Because if they see me doing things like this, then they're inspired to do things on their own to define their limits.
Right. That's important. That's a great reason to do it, man. Just a really great reason. Coming home here last 15, 20 miles, you got company, you got your friends around you. What were you thinking coming in?
How lucky I am. You know, I was talking to Brandon Stefanovich, and I said, look up there and look around. How many people are here supporting one person's project? You never have to ask anybody twice. They just come out and do something for this ultra community. It's an amazing community.
Yeah.
And I feel very fortunate, not only for my friends, my family, my father-in-law, my wife. They were so flawless in providing me everything I needed to have when I needed it.
Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, you just went through the middle of Colorado. I mean, you went up and over the spine of our continent. What do you think about Colorado now?
She's laying over there on the stairs.
Colorado is beautiful, and I don't know how else to explain it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I choose to love nature and natural habitat, and Colorado has everything to offer that you can't imagine. The high alpine tundras of the San Juans, the Grenadiers with their relief, Lost Creek Wilderness, which we ran through last night. It's so diverse and remarkable. Sometimes you pinch yourself, and it's a reality check. What state am I in? Where am I at right now?
Yeah.
It's a dream.
Yeah. Fantastic. Physically, how do you feel?
Okay, just throw it. Mom!
Completely wrecked. I am completely wrecked. I'll give you an example. This morning, after going through the night, it was 4:45 in the morning. We were leaving Buffalo Creek, and I was following two pacers, and I was falling asleep on my feet, and I caught myself twice falling forward towards the ground, and I had no control to stop that. And I finally said, "Hey guys, I need to just rest my eyes for 5 minutes."
Yeah.
I got on the side of the hill, laid my head back. 5 minutes was all I needed.
Yeah.
I got up. One of my pacers said, "I know you were sleeping because you were breathing hard, almost near snoring." In 5 minutes. And it changed my day. It changed my day. Because that's the only thing that I got in the last since Thursday.
Yeah. You know, I know you only finished your record run 20 minutes ago, but maybe while you were out there you were thinking, if I can do this, I can do anything. And is there another goal you got in mind?
I would have been the sailor.
Come in here!
It's a good question. You know, we always want to one-up ourselves, and all these dreams started as I ran my first marathon when I was 11, wanting to one-up myself all the time.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, one thing that's really on my mind is the Pacific Crest Trail. It's a popular trail, it's nostalgic. Maybe someday.
Livy's
I think it's time to celebrate.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much.